indicators in a man's natal chart that shows you what kind of he working with in a bedroom. Part 2. If you haven't watched the other video, go and watch the other video and come back and watch this one, or sit and watch this one and then go watch the other one. Either way, you need to watch both of them so you can know exactly what kind of man you got. Or if you're dating somebody, you know what you're gonna be getting. All right. Venus next to his Mars, or his Venus in his 8th house, these men have really good looking, you know what? They also, these men also, I like to call it the corn star indicator. These men have really, really, really good tricks. They have really good technique, if you know what I mean. They can be your pretty boys, not in a bad way, but in a good way. But they know what they're working with. They know what they got, and they can tend to feel like they God's gift to, because they know what they bring to the bedroom. Some of these men, like I say, this is also my corn star indicator. Sometimes these men, some of them can have OF pages or even PH pages. Girl, don't look at me like you don't know what I'm talking about. Stop acting like you slow. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. If a man has his Mars next to his moon, or if he has moon in Scorpio, or if his moon is in the 8th house, this is another grower. Okay, this man is also considered a grower. Now, they have similarities, but just a tad bit of a differentiation. Now, when a man has, these men are holding two. Don't listen. I ain't gonna. Don't sleep on these. They holding two. They blessed two. Okay, but these men, especially now, let me say something. I was in a relationship with somebody that had a Scorpio moon, and he was all right. He was a good man. You know what I'm saying? He was a good man, but I can tell that he he was really turned on, or reached his full potential, when he really felt that bond, that connection, and that closeness with me. And I also learned something about men with this aspect. They typically love women to cater to them. Like, they love women that are nurturers. So if you have some aspects to their moon, or to their moon in Scorpio, like, I'm a Scorpio rising, and this guy's moon was on my ascendant. In order to turn these type of men on, when you're on the game, ladies, if you have this type of man, you have to, I hate to say this, you have to mother these type of men. And that's all right. That could be a good thing. That could be a not so good thing. But these men love nurturers. These type of men, when any type of water moon, Cancer, especially a Cancer moon, Pisces moon, Scorpio moon, or any of those moons. No, just the moon, not the 8th house. Like I said, it's a difference. But when it's a Scorpio moon or a Cancer moon, they love you to nurture. They just love nurturers. That's what turns them on. So you might see a man with a woman, and you might be like, how he end up with that woman, or how that woman end up with him. Like, you don't know like what's going on behind the scenes. That man, that woman knows how to cater to him and nurture him, and that is what turns him on. If that makes sense, ladies. But yeah, these men are your growers. These men get their biggest and their hardest and the most erect when they are with someone that they have a deep emotional connection with. Sun in aspect to Mars, Sun in the 8th house, or Scorpio Sun. These are also men. They have that combination. I like to call them that deadly combination. they have they are your growers also. Okay, these men crave really deep emotional bonds. They they are their most aroused and to their fullest potential when they are with someone that they have a deep bond with. a deep bond and emotional connection with an intense bond, because Scorpio is a very intense sign. So when you got your sun in Scorpio, or when you got the sun next to Mars, or the sun in the eighth house, it's hard for these men to show how they really feel. It's hard for them to show and express their emotions. But let me tell you, you want to know if a man has this aspect in his chart: Scorpio sun, sun next to Mars. Sun next to Mars is aspected a little differently. I'm gonna kind of pivot off of that a little bit. But when it's sun in Scorpio, or the sun in the eighth house, these men crave women that they can have a really deep, intense bond with. This is when they are at their fullest, when they are at their fullest potential. These men also have those really, really strong, I mean, like strong, thick, veiny type of, similar to Jupiter next to Mars, or Jupiter, Mars in the eighth house, similar. But yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, that's a good man, Savannah. It is a good man, Savannah. And also, Sun next to Mars. I like to also call this one a corn star aspect as well, because these men have really good looking, you know what. Also, these men can be the type that can leak videos, pictures. They can have OF accounts and PH accounts, or anything. They don't mind being filmed. They don't mind being on camera or whatever. They don't mind showing it off, especially if it's now, if it's in an eighth house. They they're gonna be very private about their ish. But believe me, baby, these are the ones that will put you in a chokehold. Okay. Now, if it's on the ascendant or in the first house, you might want to watch out for them a little bit, because, like I said, these are the ones that are good looking, and they got a good looking, what, they know what they're working with, and they don't mind, they can tend to have like a God complex, a ladies man, your gigolos. They got it going on down there. They got it going on in the bedroom, and they know this. So they the ones that be sending all the pics to the DMs, and to the women, and this, that, and the third, because they know what they got, and they know somebody gonna fall prey to it. So I'm just trying to put y'all on game, ladies. Now these are just a few of my aspects that I see when I'm looking at charts. There are many, many others. So if you know somebody that have these, I mean, hey, it's what it is. Good for you. Have fun with it. If you're dating and you haven't gotten to that point yet, this is just some tips on how to know what he got, or how to know what he's working with. And if you already got your man and he got any of this, go go see what I'm talking about, and then come in the comments and let me know. All right. Okay, so that is all I got. I'm gonna end it here, and until next time, I Ashe, baby.